right, base is loaded for Joey Gallo. Come on. Let's go! Get off me! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I haven't done one of these in a minute. If you guys are unaware, there is a major MLB The Show tournament going on for the next 4 or 5 weeks. It's called the New Year's Cup. It's very similar to the Fall Cup that happened over in, I think it was like, what, November? I posted a video about it a couple days ago, so if you want to go check that out, feel free if you want to get all the information. But today what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you guys the highlights of the first weekend of the qualifier, show you how I did, show you kind of where I'm standing, where I'm sitting with my points and record, because I do live stream all my qualifier games over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Cougs46. Go check it out. But I know not everybody is available to be in the streams as these games are live, so I wanted to give you guys the highlights on YouTube. I should be doing this every single week, assuming I play in all of them. I know one of them's on Super Bowl Sunday, which I'm probably not going to play in, and then if I make top 8 on one of these, I technically don't have to play in another one, because that would mean I qualify. So just a reminder, 20 points for a win, 5 points for every loss. You play a total of 4 games for each qualifier. There are 2 qualifiers per weekend, which means you would play 8 games every weekend. So we're gonna jump into the highlights, but really quickly, we are getting so close to 100,000 subscribers, just about 1,500 away. So if anybody watching this video is not a part of the channel, I would greatly appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button and sticking around. MLB The Show content day in and day out right here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights and see how I did in the first weekend of the New Year's Cup qualifiers. My opponent didn't show up. Free win for me, I guess. So here we go, we finally actually get to play a game. We're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. As you guys can see, we got a Garrett Cole versus AJ Burnett matchup. We are the home team. So starting it off, Kenny Lofton is gonna smack a base hit to center field right here, getting a speedy base runner on there for the leadoff guy. That's pretty important for him. We're gonna go ahead and strike out Francisco Lindor, but in the process, he's gonna take second base, which leads to the big hurt coming up with a base hit to left field, and now he's got him on the corners with only 1 out. So we're in danger of allowing a run right here. He's gonna go ahead and hit a fly ball fairly deep to right field. Bellinger has a nice arm. Kenny Lofton has a lot of speed. It's gonna be close at the plate, and Kenny Lofton just barely beats it out, so he's gonna go ahead and take a 1-0 lead. We're gonna get a line out from Mike Trout to end the game, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into the bottom of the second, where Eugenio Suarez takes a big boy hack and ties this game up at 1. So going into the 3rd inning now, Kenny Lofton leading off again. He's trying to bunt his way on. The bunt has a little too much juice on it, so Suarez is able to make the tag. Next batter is going to hit the ball really hard to first base. Suarez playing some good defense out there. And then Frank Thomas again. This time he's going to fly out to right field, so we are in a position to walk this game off in the 3rd inning. So we're going to go ahead and get on base right there with the pinch hitter Kike Hernandez, and then we get a walk right there with Ken Griffey Jr. So 2 guys are on via the walk. Here comes Willie Mays, hits the ball pretty deep to center field. I know that's Kenny Lofton out there. I can see that I can take advantage of that arm because he really doesn't have one. So we are now just 90 feet away from winning this game. Cody Bellinger, the finest card, gives us a single, walks it off, and we got our first real win of the New Year's Cup. All right, looking to make it 3-0. I actually match up with somebody I played in the qualifiers for the Fall Cup, and that's Lil McSaucy. He's a viewer in my streams. He's a really good player. So this should be a fun game. We got James Paxton versus Tom Seaver. In the 1st inning, Cody Bellinger is going to come up, strike out, drop 3rd strike, but Gary Sanchez makes a strong throw to get Cody Bellinger. Nice play right there. Willie Mays is going to come up, get a little bit jammed on that inside pitch, so we're going to get a quick 2 outs. Babe Ruth, look at that hit. That was gross. Good slider, and he got the bat head out in front and pulled it to right field. And I don't know how this ball got through Gary Sanchez's legs, but it was kind of weird. I don't know. So it's now 3-2. Carlos Correa is up, and he's going to get that base hit with that runner in scoring position. So once again, we are going to be going down early in the game. Joey Gallo comes up. We're going to get a ground ball over to first base, a little chopper. Suarez steps on the bag. Now it's our turn to go ahead and try and score. Ken Griffey Jr. going to come up, get a little soft line out over to right field, so we get 1 out. Willie Mays coming up, getting a solid piece of contact on that ball. That's going to go in the right center field gap, and we are going to get a 1-out double. So we're trying to answer back here. Cody Bellinger then comes up, gets hit by a pitch. It's for a specific reason. I robbed a home run with Bellinger in the Fall Cup qualifier against McSaucy, but it's all good because Suarez comes up. He's going to pop a double to the same spot as Willie Mays, and both of those runs are going to score. So we are up now 2-1. Later in the inning, Gary Sanchez coming up with 2 outs, gonna ground out to short, so that is gonna end it. We're gonna go ahead and jump right here into the bottom of the second. I'm coming back on offense. We got 2 outs, drawing a 2-out walk right there, with Kiege Hernandez. Then Ken Griffey Jr. coming up, getting a lefty-lefty single. So we're having a nice little rally with 2 outs, and it just keeps on going because Willie Mays hits a 3-run home run. That now makes the lead 5-1. So we're going to jump into the top of the third. We get a strikeout on Steve Pierce, the pinch hitter. Cody Bellinger. I was about to say Ken Griffey Jr. Cody Bellinger comes up, strikes out looking, and then Willie Mays is going to line out to right field. And that is going to be the end of that game. We now are 3-0 in the qualifier. So looking to go 4-0, trying to keep the perfect record alive for the first day of qualifiers. We are going to be the home team here. My opponent's starting pitcher will be that 96 overall Cole Hamels. We've got Tom Seaver on the mound for us, so this should be a nice little pitching matchup. First batter of the game, Ichiro. I don't know what Francisco Lindor is doing right here, but he just didn't charge the ball. That was kind of the last straw. You'll see tomorrow I actually took Francisco Lindor out of my lineup. Luckily, we get a double play after that, so it doesn't really matter. And then Cody Bellinger is going to line out. So we get, I guess, not really a technical 1, 2, 3, but 3 batters, 3 outs. Then we're going over here to the bottom of the first. We get a ground ball into the shift, and then Willie Mays comes up, hitting that same gap that he hit before. Another double with 1 out. He's feeling really, really good. Then we got Cody Bellinger coming up, taking a walk. So 2 guys on for Suarez. Suarez hits it deep, but it's off the end of the bat and dies just in front of the track. And then Joey Gallo grounds out to second, and that will squander that opportunity there in the first inning. So we're going to jump into the third now because nothing happened in the second. We get a strikeout on Anthony Rizzo. We get a strikeout on Jorge Soler, and then a strikeout on Ichiro Suzuki, striking out the side. So bottom third, we got to walk this off right here. Griffey once again grounding out over to the shift. Then we got Willie Mays once again coming up with a base hit. So Willie Mays has been all over the place. We actually send Willie Mays on this pitch. It's in the dirt, so he's easily able to take second. And then Cody Bellinger pops up. That is just not what we're looking for. And then Suarez grounder to third, and Chris Bryant makes an amazing stop. Nice throw across the diamond. We're going to extras, boys. First batter of the fourth, Jackie Robinson hits it deep. I thought I was going to be able to make this play with Ken Griffey Jr., but the animation, I guess, kind of put me in the wrong spot. So he's going to get a leadoff double. Luckily, though, we get Cody Bellinger to strike out. Then we get Chris Bryant to strike out, so my bullpen's pitching well. And then, last but not least, Javi Baez strikes out. So everybody's striking out, which sets up Joey Gallo with the walk-off home run. A 1-0 victory here in the final game of day 1. We are a perfect 4-0. Now let's jump into day 2. Going in to day 2 now, our first game is against Team Puerto Rico. We got a gold pitcher matchup right here. He's got Sonny Gray. I have the tops now, Steven Matz. And I'm telling you guys, you cannot convince me that the 84 Steven Matz isn't the best gold pitcher in MLB The Show 19. He is so good. We're going to get Ichiro to strike out. Then we're going to go ahead and go to the pen right here. We're going to get Tatis to strike out. Next batter is going to be Max Muncy. That's a nice little easy fly ball over in left field. So we get a 1-2-3 top of the first. Jumping into the second, DJ LeMahieu is going to come up with a 2-out base hit to the right side. Then Joey Gallo is going to get it off the pitcher, and Suarez is not going to get there in time. Luckily, we get Wilson Contreras to just strike out, though, so that rally is shut down. We got Joey Gallo up in the bottom of the second, drawing a walk. Next batter, Gary Sanchez. He is drawing a walk, so 2 guys on just like that. Here comes Max Muncy with a nice shot into the right center field field gap. That's a double. That is going to score only 1 run, so we are only up 1-0, but still we're ahead with more guys to come. And here he is, Jose Reyes. I made the change. Francisco Lindor had to get the boot. He just wasn't getting the job done. And in his first at-bat, Jose Reyes comes up with a 2-run triple. So I think the move worked out. Then Ken Griffey Jr. is coming up and hitting a double to the same part of the field. That right center field gap is getting killed by us, and I love it. We're up 4-0 now. And then here comes Willie Mays. The dude just seems to always find the ball up the middle and get a hit. So that is now 5-0. We're just going to go ahead and jump to the top of the third now. Jose Reyes going to make a strong throw and get the first out of the inning. Ichiro is going to come up. He's going to get a little base hit, but, you know, we're still up by 5. No damage done. I knew he would run on this pitch. I gave him the slide step. He is hosed easily, and then that just sets up the strikeout on Tatis, and that means we win our next game. First win of the day, 5-0 total. Another no-show, my second of the weekend. I'll take the W. So after another no-show, we finally get to play a game. So we're trying to still keep this undefeated streak on the line. Our pitching matchup is Tom Seaver versus Jack Flaherty. First batter of the game, that 94 Alan Trammell, popping a little double down the right field line, so he's going to get a runner in scoring position right off the bat. Next batter, we get a strikeout. That is pretty helpful when you got a guy on second. Then we're getting another strikeout. I actually didn't realize how many strikeouts I was getting in this tournament until I came back and started editing these little highlight videos. Get a ground ball to second to end the inning, so we're good. Willie Mays going to come up in the bottom of the first with a walk, and then lefty Cody Bellinger does not miss that one at all. We go up 2-0 in this game, jumping into the top of the second right here. Tell me what happens on this play. Cody Bellinger just forgets how to play defense. He's going to let Albert Pujols get to second right there. I'm not very happy. Then we're going to go ahead and go to this next one where Gary Sanchez can't block a ball. He just got a guy on third for no good reason. Then I walk Rogers Hornsby. Next batter is a lefty. We do finally start to find our stride here on the mound, get a strikeout looking. Then Gary Sanchez is going to swing and miss. He is going to take second base though. Next pitch, Gary Sanchez finally does strike out. So we've got 2 down. Alan Trammell is up the plate. Going to hit the ball to third base. Tough play for Joey Gallo, but a strong throw will end the threat. And that means that guy on third with nobody out did not come around to score. So jumping to the top of the third, we get an infield pop-up to secure the first out. That's always big. Next batter, Carlos Correa. This is my favorite play of the entire weekend. Jose Reyes looking like Derek Jeter, looking like an amazing shortstop, making the play, and we're going to strike out Albert Pujols to end it. Great victory, 7-0 on the weekend, looking to close it out with one more win. So here it is, looking to go a perfect 8-0 on the weekend. I'm trying to finish with 160 points and hopefully qualify by finishing top 8. So we'll see how this goes. Same lineups, AJ Burnett for both sides. Ken Griffey Jr. going to start off with a base hit up the middle through the shift, actually. Then we come up with Cody Bellinger. He's going to get a base hit to the left side. So we've got 2 guys on here in the first inning. We're already threatening. Suarez comes up, draws a walk, and then here comes Joey Gallo, and he just starts doing Joey Gallo things. I am hyped. That is a first inning grand slam. 4-run lead. You love to see it. We're going to go ahead and go to the bottom of the first now. Ichiro Suzuki, the leadoff batter, going to pop up behind third base. Reyes will go ahead and make this catch for the first out. Then Willie Mays coming up, going to try to get a base hit to center field, but it is not going to get down. Willie Mays makes the catch. This wasn't really the best pitch I've ever thrown. That ball was hit farther than Gallo's home run. It only counts for a 4th of the total, though. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the top of the third because nothing really happened in the second. Willie Mays somehow always finds a way to get on base. That's over the shortstop's head. Then we're going to go ahead and go to Cody Bellinger where he hits a double, which scores Willie Mays. So we're now up 5-1, back to the 4-run lead. Suarez base hit down the line. That is going to get past the third baseman. It's going to score Cody Bellinger from second base. And just like that, we are up 6-1. But how could you forget about Joey Gallo? another lefty home run. We have scored 8 runs in the 3 innings of this game. So bottom of the third now, Suarez gonna go ahead and get underneath a hittable pitch, popping up to left field for the first out of the inning. Then we're going to Pete Alonso, who strikes out on a changeup. And last but not least, Ichiro Suzuki is not able to get on base. We make the play, we get the win, we go a perfect 8-0 on the weekend. So there you guys go, 8-0, 160 points so far. I am perfect in the qualifiers. So if we want to take a look at where I'm at in the standings, so you guys can see this is the qualifier number 1. So this was Saturday's, the first day. If we take a look at the rankings right here, I finished 4-0, but I don't really understand the tiebreakers that ESL uses because they're different than the ones in the rules. But I went 4-0, and I'm all the way down here at number 56, right here. I'm 4-0, but everybody else is up here who are also 4-0. And then this tiebreaker that they're using is like your strength of schedule, basically. So for this one, I technically finished in 56th place, so I doubt this would count as me qualifying. But if we take a look at the rankings for Sundays, as you guys can see, I'm right here. So I'm like right near the top. So, you know, I went 4-0, but I had a really good strength of schedule. But this guy had the number 1 where he had 11 total wins on the other side versus 10. But over here, it says I finished in 2nd place. But then if I click on my name and go to my profile right here, you guys can see this right here, qualifier number 2, it says 10. So I went 4-0 on both days, and the tiebreaker that ESL has on their actual rankings versus what they have in the rules, I don't know. So I could have qualified and I don't even know, or I could not be qualified, which I'm still going to play regardless. Like, I don't know where I stand right now. All I know is that I'm 8-0 with 160 points, and that's pretty much the best you can be right now, so I'm cool with it. So hopefully I can qualify sooner rather than later. I just want to get a top 8 spot so I don't have to worry about it, but I still really enjoy playing in these and competing each weekend. So even if I qualify, I'll still probably play just because I like the competitiveness, but either way, we're doing really well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little highlight video. Remember, if you want to watch any of this live, twitch.tv/Kooks46. If you want to stick around on the channel, make sure to hit that sub button. MLB The Show content every single day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.